All of my children are beautiful, creative, and imaginative, but they struggle with academics. Most of my children have struggled with writing-heavy subjects, like English and history. So it wasn't a surprise when my 7-year-old daughter, Emily, also began to struggle with her learning. But it was a surprise that with Emily, what she struggled with was math. Emily suffers from testing anxiety. And it's not that she doesn't understand what she's learning, because when I ask her questions at home, she has a clear grasp of the concepts. It's just that when she takes a test at school, she freezes up. And this test anxiety has prevented her from getting the grades that she wants. It's often that I hear Emily say that while a test was hard for her and she got a low grade, her friend passed with flying colors. I knew that this testing anxiety came from a deeper place, and that place was her confidence. Where we live in our public school district, there is a high student-to-teacher ratio. That means there aren't enough teachers to help give students like Emily the extra attention that they need. That's why, as a parent, I knew it was in my hands to find her a solution. One that kept her from comparing herself to others so that she could gain the confidence that she needed. One day, my friend began to talk about this amazing tool called Elephant Learning. She said their gamified approach changed the way her children learned math. I've heard of this approach before, just not for mathematics. Just as I suspected, when Emily first started using Elephant Learning, her starting age was higher than her actual age. This proved to me that it wasn't Emily's knowledge of math that was holding her back. It was her confidence. What Elephant Learning gave Emily was the ability to practice math without comparing herself to others. She could focus on her own improvement without feeling the pressure of what her friends or siblings were doing. This approach worked for Emily, and in just 2.5 months, Emily learned over a year of math, and her elephant age raised to over 9. Instead of coming home with D's, Emily now comes home with B+, and she goes to each test knowing she is capable of acing it. With Elephant Learning, Emily was able to uncover the knowledge she had to confidently prove her skills. And as a mother, that's all I've ever wanted.